Alrighty, hi everyone. My name's Emily Pack, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my career profile. The career that I picked is actually a career that has really made me want to why I'm in the degree that I'm in, why I really want to be a marriage and family studies major. Well, because for a while I really wanted to be in social work because I really wanted to be a social worker. And what I realized is I actually want to work in an adoption agency. So the job title that I've picked is to be a counselor for adoption or birth parents. So I Googled online and I figured out what would be a really good job for that and who's hiring. And I found a job opening right now in the Lutheran Social Services of Wisconsin and Upper Michigan. So they're located in Wisconsin, which I'm not really in Wisconsin, but I just thought it was really interesting to Google this right now and kind of research it right now. They are Lutheran based, which I thought was really interesting because I grew up in the Midwest and I felt like I knew a lot of Lutherans. And so I just thought it was interesting that it's a Lutheran based adoption agency. But I feel like that would be really awesome because when it is religious, they really focus a lot on family and focus a lot on better options for the family, and that would be something I would be most interested in looking into. So I found this application online, and then I kind of just did some research on their website and kind of just went and looked a little bit about Lutheran social services, and the job that I would be applying for is in actual Wisconsin. So that's kind of interesting because Wisconsin is nowhere near where I'm at right now. But so it's a larger organization. It covers Michigan and Wisconsin. The typical work hour for this job is 40 hours a week. There's a great deal of independence with this job, I feel like, because you kind of control your hours. You kind of control who you're visiting and when you're visiting and have special clients. I feel like working in adoption could be kind of a difficult job sometimes, mostly just emotionally. You're going to talk with birth parents and you're going to talk about some sad situations. And you're going to talk with people that really just want to adopt children. And adoption isn't a huge part of my family. I have a lot of aunts and uncles that have adopted. And I just think I just really find it fascinating. There are a lot of benefits with this job. They involve dental insurance, vision insurance, medical insurance. All your mileage isn't reimbursed. So if you have to travel places, they reimburse you on your mileage. So that's nice. There's paid time off. There's 9 paid holidays. And so it sounds like there's a lot of really good benefits for the job. The tasks that I would have, so there's some of the things that I would need to be doing for this job is recruitment of families, assessment of families. I would need to coordinate and the presentation of education groups. I would have to audit case records, ensure file and actions comply and meet all COA and applicable state standards of Wisconsin and Michigan. I would provide counseling, supportive services for both parents, families, and children. I'm going to assist birth parent regarding placement of a child and termination of parental rights. I would also supervise the placement of children during legal and finalization and refinalization. And I would facilitate face-to-face meetings with both the birth parent and the adoptive families, I think that's something that I would love to do. I already know that would be something that I would find really interesting. I would work with multidisciplinary teams including private and governmental organizations. And I do have to have some knowledge. I will gain some knowledge and I will have to have some knowledge of some codes for the particular state, which obviously that makes sense. There are a few requirements for this job. I need to have a bachelor's degree in either social work or closely related human services field. So I feel like marriage and family studies does fit in that closely related human service field. I would need a minimum of 2 years of related experience, or a master's degree in social work or counseling is preferred, but you can get the job with a bachelor's. I will need to have a valid driver's license and a car. I'll have to get a motor vehicle check and I must be a licensed social worker counselor or have the ability to become a licensed social worker. In Michigan, I must have completed or be able to complete some training, like 16 weeks, before 16 weeks of hire. So the beginning salary for this job is actually $17.25, which is interesting to me because when I looked online and I looked at the average for this job, they say it's about $12 an hour. So no, really not that high. But for this specific job, it's about $17.25. So that's pretty cool. For an experienced salary, it's about $20 an hour, which is pretty good. And more than anything, I think the hardest thing would I have to have an ability to travel on day trips, and some overnights may even be required. So it sounds like I would for sure be meeting those 40 hours of that of the job. So overall, I would say this is a really entertaining and interesting job. It's definitely something I would be interested in. I feel strongly about adoption, and I feel strongly about the benefits of adoption, the great things about adoption. There also are some sad stories, and I'm sure that in this job you'd see a lot of sad things within families. But I really do think it's a great opportunity, and so just thought I'd share this one with you guys.